We're going to Peru in this one. Welcome back to Travel by Turtles. Now, if you caught the scoop in one of our latest videos, I took you to some of the best all-inclusive resorts in the Caribbean, like the Reserve at Paradisius in the Dominican Republic, the Sandals Resort in Granada, and Le Blanc in Cancun, Mexico. Today, we're strapping up those hiking boots, bringing plenty of sunscreen as usual, but maybe even a camel pack for hydration this time, because we're heading to a 15th century Incan citadel sitting high in the Andes Mountains in Peru, Machu Picchu. Sophisticated dry stone structures, intriguing buildings with astrological alignment, and obviously beautiful panoramic views of the surrounding area. Machu Picchu is a history lesson of culture, craftsmanship, and an empire that once was. But just before we lace up and take off, if you enjoy the content we bring you here on the channel, do us a huge favor and tap on the like button. Share the video with any folks coming along the hike with us, and subscribe to the channel so you know exactly when and where we head off to next. Alright, let's hit the trail. Standing tall at around 7,000 feet above sea level, Machu Picchu is the most visited tourist destination in all of Peru, the example of the ingenuity and power of the Incan Empire. Machu Picchu was constructed around 1450 AD, was designated as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 1983, and was named one of the 7 Wonders of the World in 2007. These ancient Incan ruins are located 50 miles northwest of Cusco, Peru. It sits above the Urubamba River Valley between 2 jagged peaks, Machu Picchu, the Old Peak, and Huayna Picchu, the New Peak. When the Spanish conquistadors were first discovering the area of what we call Peru today, the site was abandoned for quite some time. Historic tellings do mention a possibility of its rediscovery by German explorer Augusto Burns in 1867. But it wasn't until American explorer and Yale University professor Hiram Bingham came across the ruins in 1911 that its recognition became global. Bingham first found out about Machu Picchu from locals he was questioning while looking for a different location, Vilcabamba, the last Inca stronghold to fall against the Spanish conquest. He was led to the site by local farmer Melchor Ortega, and Bingham got straight to work. Over the next few decades, excavation processes unveiled fascinating discoveries of houses, travelers' barracks, fortified sites, and signal towers. And Machu Picchu was just one of many locations connected on an extensive Inca foot highway. All these discoveries sparked international interest, and the ancient ruins quickly became a popular destination for archaeologists, adventurers, and tourists. The citadel is believed to have been built as a sort of royal estate for the Emperor Pachacuti, who ruled from 1438 to 1471. And in that time, he expanded the Incan Empire to its greatest reach and transformed it into a powerful and centralized state. The preservation and layout of the ruins are amazing. The southern, eastern, and western sides are surrounded by terraces, formally supporting an aqueduct system. Thousands of steps, including stone blocks and footholds carved out into the rock, connect plazas, residential areas, and major buildings. A few white granite structures stand out in the site, the first of which is Sacred Rock, a rock mass with a small grotto. It's believed to have been aligned specifically to assist with the study of stars. Nearby is the Temple of the Sun, a sacred structure used for adoration and worship of the sun god. Only nobility and religious figures were allowed to enter the temple and offer sacrifices to the higher-ups. Rising just above the rock is a horseshoe-shaped enclosure named the Military Tower. Machu Picchu's temple district is known as the Acropolis. Located on the west side of the site, the Temple of the Three Windows is the largest known temple in Incan architecture. Standing near the main plaza is the Hitching Post of the Sun, Intihuatana, a sculpted stone and uniquely preserved ceremonial sundial, used for astrological observations and to define time and the start and end of seasons according to the shadows created. Fun fact, some dummy actually damaged it while filming a beer commercial. The 2-level structure nearby, known as the Princess's Palace, is believed to have housed a member of Incan nobility during its heyday. Also nearby is the Palace of the Incas, a large complex full of rooms, niched walls, and a courtyard. On the other side of Machu Picchu is a path leading to the famous Inca Bridge, a rope bridge crossing over the Urubamba River. And now for the fun part, getting there. The most common way to get to the ruins of Machu Picchu is taking a day trip from Cusco via railway. But if you really want to thug it out and earn your Dora the Explorer Adventure badge, a much smaller number of visitors decide to take the 3 to 6 day hike on foot instead, through the famous Inca Trail. The path is covered with thousands of stone-cut steps, walls, and tunnels. The route passes through several elevation levels, from 8,500 feet to almost 14,000 feet above sea level. Once you arrive, whether by railway or blistering feet, there is a hotel with a restaurant in Machu Picchu, as well as thermal baths in the village close by, called Aguas Calientes. Now, once you're ready to explore, get lost in the sights of ancient Incan culture and architecture. Other than the temples and structures I mentioned earlier, you can also visit the Temple of Condor, a place that houses a huge rock in the shape of a bird. The condor is a symbol of fertility and power, and belongs with the puma and snake as part of the Incan trilogy. The Temple of Condor may have been used as a place of celebration and worship of rituals. Surrounding the area is a plethora of flora, fauna, and wildlife to discover. 370 types of flowers have been registered in Machu Picchu, which is about 20% of the entire species found in the country of Peru. Orchids are usually found on the various paths and routes, including on the way to the natural reserve near the Volcanota River. Here lives the largest collection of native orchids in the world. You may also spot pumas, foxes, deers, and bears out in the wild while on your excursion, so be wary. Nearby must-visit locations are the Salcante, the highest peak in the mountain range, the Sun Gate, an archaeological site that was once a fortress in Machu Picchu, Huayna, an ancient residential area with house and fountain remnants, the Temple of the Moon, a ceremonial temple made up of stone in an open-faced shallow cave, and the Humantai Lake and Laguna, a glacial lake at the bottom of the mountain range with a gorgeous view of the turquoise water and surrounding snow-capped mountains. And that might be all we need for one pair of hiking boots for today. With all these cool sights and scenes, leave a comment below letting me know when we're going. That's right, I'm going with you. With that, we are on our way back home. Thank you so much today for hiking with me on Travel by Turtles, where I took you through a guided tour of the history of the Incan civilization, how the historical site of Machu Picchu was found, what it might have been originally constructed for, and all the cool sights you can check out once you're there. And don't think this is the only adventure we got to show you here on the channel. You absolutely need to check out our other videos on the Caribbean, Hawaii, France, Morocco, Spain, Canada, and a ton of other awesome locations on our humble little planet. And if you want to make it easy on yourself to stay in the loop of our next adventure, be sure to like the video, share it with your travel gang, and subscribe to the channel with the bell icon lit so you know exactly where we head to next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.